Hi guys, I had a few conversations with a few friends over the past week about people talking smack about them. And this is an interesting spiritual perspective. They're like, what am I supposed to do? And I'm like, well, your decision is your own. Clearly, I can't tell you what to do. Even as a mom, I'm sure that my reactions to people telling lies about me have changed as I've matured. When I was young, I would just go yell at them and tell the truth, probably. I mean, that's, from what I remember. As I've aged, I've realized that the people that believe the lies don't know you and literally don't care about the truth. I mean, this is why we have, all these trashy magazines, because people want to hear gossip. People want to hear about people failing. People, for some reason, feel superior when other people are struggling. Obviously, that's not the spirituality that we like. There are people that everyone knows that love to gossip about other people. And so, I obviously have tons of personal experience with this, especially with the kid's dad. He came today to pick up Dean. I gave him all the information that I previously discussed about the summer school, where Dean's getting his services at, which so excited about that. And he looked at me and he was like, but it's a religious school. And I'm like, I'm aware of that. I've mentioned this previously. I told you that this is the test run for our ABA therapist, essentially, to prove feasibility to get funding to open her own brick and mortar kind of school. So, this is a huge, very exciting step locally for people that need services. He doesn't care. He literally doesn't care. He's not involved in anything with Dean's services. He's not involved, except that he takes them 1 to 2 days a week when he wants. And so it literally is like talking to a brick wall, but I continue talking to him because he should know this. This is important stuff. This is where your children are going to school as of 2 weeks from now. And I was like, and also we went to the doctor on Monday for Audrey. She's having issues again with her female parts because she's not pottying consistently. And he's like, I can't believe you, and why don't you? And I'm like, good luck telling a 3-year-old to do anything. It's like, here's what the doctor told me to do. And he wouldn't listen. He literally walked away and was like, just text me. And I was like, I'm telling you now. And he's like, whatever. I'm like, this is your daughter's health. But again, this is a person that didn't want to hear, didn't want to communicate, didn't want to listen, didn't want anything to do with anything. Not surprising to me. I've been dealing with this for a few years now. But I did my duty and I communicated with him. The reason she came home with discharge is because he hadn't been taking care of her, so I had to take her on Monday. So, but people don't want to hear that things are their fault. Just like people that are lying about you don't want to tell the truth, because that might make them look like the bad guy. And I just crack up when some of these things get back to me. People are like, oh, you cheated on him and left him and won't allow him to see the kids. And I'm like, if I cheated on him and left him for another man, wouldn't I be with that man or another man or several men or a harem of, I would have a harem of men. But people don't like to hear common sense. They don't care. They would rather think that I am, I don't know, evil? I don't even know if that's evil. People would rather believe that the other person is the bad guy so that they can continue to believe that the person telling the lies is a good guy. So true with narcissism, okay? Because the narcissist is making that person feel good. And so they don't want to believe the truth because that person might stop making them feel good. I mean, that's literally based in psychology. So I deal with that a lot. And it's funny, the things that people come back at me with. They're like, you won't let him see the kids. I'm like, I wish I could do that. I wish. When he was having issues with his stalker, I told him I wasn't going to let him take the kids that week until he dealt with it. Because he refused to get the police involved. And I was like, I don't want a stalker who's pissed off at you to have anything to do with the kids. And he's like, oh, I'll call the police. I'm like, great, call the police. I was like, good, because this needs to be taken care of. That's the only time that I have not allowed him to see the children. There are times where he will call me and decide that he doesn't want to take the kids. In fact, that happens once every few months. But I'm sure he doesn't tell people that. He goes on vacation with his girlfriend and does whatever he does because he's not a mature adult. He's not a parent. But people don't want to see that. People don't want to see me staying at home, raising my children, you know, rebuilding my financial stability, building my business, because that's boring. I'll be honest. I mean, my life's pretty awesome, but overall, in comparison to the lies that I've heard, I am terribly boring. And I'm quite sure that the same can be said about the other people. Well, I know that it's true about the people that have come to me this week especially. When you're happy in your life and people start poking, it's because they want you to be unhappy. And you know, the frustrating part is that you want to vindicate yourself. You want people to know that you're not a lying douchebag, cheating, bad mom, whatever it is that they're accusing you of. But the truth is, you've lived your life in the past and you will continue to live your life in the future, and if you continue to live it in the same way, people are going to realize that all that stuff is bullshit. And if they don't, there's nothing that you could say or do to change their mind anyway. And that's the truth. That's the truth. You can say whatever you want, but then that person's just going to be like I told you, they're crazy. Totally overreactive. Total drama. Total victim, even though they're the ones that told horrible lies about you the entire time. It's weird how that happens. Very weird. But, you know, I was a single mom when I was married to him. I'm still a single mom. And the people that know me know better. It's not a big deal. It's just kind of funny at this point. Why do you feel the need to tell lies about me when you've supposedly been with your girlfriend and were with all these other women before then? Why are you even talking about me? I shouldn't matter. Strange how these things happen. Regardless, my advice is to be outrageously happy. Put your happy self all over Facebook and Instagram, Snapchat, smiling, laughing, carrying on, being awesome, doing boring things, crochet, reading, watching TV. Whatever it is that you have enjoyed doing, don't stop doing it. Show it off. That'll really piss them off. Promise. Promise! I hope you guys have a good one. If anyone's talking smack to you, just let it go. Be Elsa. Let it go. Laugh, because you know it's not true, and the people that would believe that about you are clearly imbeciles. So don't let it get to you, all right? Have a good one, guys. Don't take life too seriously, because none of us get out alive, all right? Keep being awesome. Keep being a unicorn, and everything else just falls to the wayside, all right? Have a good one, guys. Bye.